Hi Moonies! Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome to the Moonies Squad. Here we like to talk about all things witchy, we like to talk about all things spiritual, and we also love to talk about anime. So if you're interested in joining the Moonies Squad, definitely hit that subscribe button and turn on the bell notification so that way you're not missing any uploads. My weekly schedule is Wednesdays, I'll pick a card reading or some type of collective reading. Fridays, I have my mini series, which is currently this one, my chakra chat series at the moment. And then on Sundays, I usually have kind of like just a fun content video. So if you're interested in joining the Moonies Squad, definitely hit that subscribe button and turn on the bell notifications. I post Sunday, Wednesdays, and Fridays at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So without further ado, let's get started on the mini chakra series. Continuing on episode 3, we're talking about the third eye. No, excuse me, the throat chakra. Sorry, I have here my handy dandy little laptop where I have my notes because I am an earth sign. I feel like I definitely function a lot more with my to-do list and my notes and my computer. So if you're like that, definitely let me know in the comments and tell me your sun sign down below. So without further ado, let's get started on episode number 3 of the throat chakra. So a little bit about the history of the chakras in general. The chakra system actually originated from India, and it has been found in Vedas. Excuse me if I butcher that name, but Vedas, which is an ancient sacred text that has been around for over 1500 years. So the chakra system that we typically follow is originated from India and Indian culture. So please keep that in mind and be respectful in your practices and the way that you're learning and how you communicate that. And so if this is your first time watching any of my videos and this is your first time stumbling along this series, don't worry about it. So far we have covered the crown chakra and the third eye chakra, and this is all in one organized playlist for you. So if you're interested in learning more about this series, then definitely follow along. I also have another series where I teach you how to read traditional tarot and I teach you the major arcana. So if you're interested in that, definitely check that out. But this is episode 3 of the mini little series talking about the chakras. So and a little bit to go back into the other chakras just to catch you up if you haven't, or if you don't know this information, is totally fine. I know I didn't mention it in my other 2 videos, but because I just simply forgot. But the throat chakra traditionally is known as Vishuddha. And yes, I'm probably butchering these names, guys. Please correct me in the comments down below if I'm doing these horribly wrong, but I know I'm butchering them. But just keep that in mind that I am trying my best respectfully. But the throat chakra is Vishuddha, is traditionally what it's called. And your throat chakra is connected to, obviously, your ability to communicate and speak, and the focus on it is speaking your inner truth and defending yourself. To go back in regards to the third eye chakra, that's called Ajna, and then the crown chakra is Sahasrara. It has a lot of R's and A's in it, so like I said, I definitely mispronounced those and I am very mature and I do apologize. Let me know how to properly pronounce them in the comments. But to go back a little bit, just to piggyback and briefly talk about the crown chakra, your chakras are, some sources say that some practitioners claim 115 chakras, but your 7 are like your major pressure points and the major where a lot of your energy accumulates. So there's 7 chakras. You have your crown chakra, your third eye chakra, your throat chakra, your heart chakra, your solar plexus, which is on top of your belly button, then your sacral, which is your genital reproductive area, and then your root chakra is right under above your knees. So, and it's kind of like from the back, it's like your tailbone, where like you're sitting down crisscross applesauce, and your tailbone is the one that's like the bone that it's really the foundation of your spine, is typically the root chakra. Just to paint you a picture. And so without further ado, let's get started on talking about any blockages, how to remove blockages, and crystals and all that good stuff. But first I want to talk about, typically a lot of times people get interested in working with their chakras and utilizing the chakra system when they feel as though they have a blocked chakra of sorts. Blocked chakras, you are very much aware of them, whether you know it consciously or subconsciously, because you feel the pressure in those pressure points. That's how to know that your chakra is blocked, because you feel tension. You probably get a lot of headaches if your crown is blocked. You get a lot of pressure points and a lot of pain right here in your third eye and your temples. Throat chakra is no different. When you have a throat chakra, the physical manifestations could be a raspy throat, you know, prone to a lot of throat infections, maybe even mouth ulcers. So just keep that in mind. However, though, take this with these are for entertainment and educational purposes only in regards to spiritual contents and topics. If you are having any of these issues consistently and they prolong and just overall escalate, then please seek out a physician and actual medical advice. Moonies Metaphysical advice is not for medical purposes. It's only for entertainment and educational purposes. But those typically are like the way that you have a blocked chakra coming up in your life. It's really reflecting that your throat chakra needs some tending to, because not only do you have those physical manifestations, but also your spiritual and emotional manifestations could be fearful to speak up, fearful to to speak your truth, being afraid to defend yourself, very passive. You're just like, I don't even want to argue, or you're scared to argue, you're scared, you feel like you're walking on eggshells, and unclear communication, anxious speaking around, just unclear communication overall, are dead giveaways and red flags to a blocked a blocked third eye chakra. Excuse me, I saw the word crown on my calendar and I was like, crown, no, wrong episode. We covered that episode, definitely check that out. But so moving forward from telltale signs of a blocked throat chakra, now we're gonna go to talking about how to unblock the throat chakra. I typically have one in my incense, but I was moving around today and I kind of misplaced it and I don't feel like looking for it right now. So, but definitely incense, like I always tell people, incense, sage bundles, you know, Palo Santo, those are the type of like traditional tools a lot of people use to do like an actual smoke cleanse. But incense that I personally recommend and I personally use when I'm working with my chakras specifically, I would use a lot of incense primarily associated with the chakras, because I put my manifestation and my intention on it, and it just, the fire magic of watching the incense stick burn down completely, it's so very therapeutic. And I feel like for me it really does give me that energetic and spiritual cleanse that I need. But incense for aura and spiritual healing, frankincense, patchouli, lavender, peppermint, and like I mentioned before, the typical white sage, cedarwood sage, rosemary sage. Just be mindful of where you're getting them from. Please make sure that they're locally sourced, they're environmentally friendly, you're disposing them properly. But yeah, Palo Santo, you know, same thing with Palo Santo. Please make sure you're getting it locally sourced, sustainably sourced, and disposing it eco-friendly. We only have one planet. But yes, I specifically use patchouli for my throat chakra. I use that specifically also when I want to communicate with the divine on my ancestor altar. So if you're looking for that type of energy, my personal recommendation is patchouli. I feel like patchouli is the absolute best one, and it's my favorite one to use for the throat chakra. However, you use whatever, you do your research, you use whatever you are called to. It's your craft, you live it how you do it, whichever way you want to. And then going back to the physical manifestations of a blocked chakra, same thing, that you can do physical things to help you unblock and heal your throat chakra. So obviously your throat is in your neck area. You can do neck stretches. I typically, sometimes I feel like I'm having a lot of pressure in the back of my head. Then I just do a neck stretches from left to right, and I time myself on them. But definitely focus with your whole throat chakra area. Focus on not only your neck but your shoulders and your head as well, because your top 3 chakras are all interconnected, and it's best for you to, when you're doing stretches, to focus on all of them, so that way you feel relief and enlightenment in all 3 chakras. Sound bowl healing, something really great for the throat chakra specifically, because with sound you can also sing and chant. I'm pretty sure everybody has seen the typical type of like chanting, which in traditional histories and especially in Indian culture, a lot of people do still do that. So please be mindful and respectful. But you know, that chant is really good to help open up your throat chakra, get those vocal cords working and healing it. But you can sing, you can scream, you can do like where you're screaming, but not too like you're not doing like a blood curdling scream, you know. Definitely the point is to get those throat and those vocal cords moving and open, so that way you feel more confident and it just flows easily to you communication. But sound bowl healing really works hand in hand with that, because you know, when you're doing sound, you're chanting, you're healing, you're doing affirmations, you're manifesting, you're singing, you're crying, whatever it is the case may be. but you heal how you heal. But sound bowl as well as singing and chanting, those are great options. And then last but not least, as I mentioned kind of before with my previous point, it's to like say affirmations. You know, you don't have to sing, you don't have to yell if you don't feel comfortable with that. The whole point of your craft is to do things that make you feel comfortable. But if you want to do affirmations in the mirror, like you say, like you are living in a dorm, in an apartment, and you just want it to be more like you want more privacy on it, affirmations in the mirror. Talk to yourself in the mirror. Like some people really focus on journaling. If journaling is not the thing for you, that it's totally fine. So say like go through your day, go through how things made you feel in the mirror. Be like, rant to yourself in the mirror. Help relieve that stress and help when you're talking to yourself, you realize that like you are also a person, you know. And then sometimes it's like it will help you click in your head like, dang, why did I do that? Or why did I allow that person to treat me that way? Or I wouldn't talk to my best friend like this. Why am I talking to myself like this? Affirmations and speaking to yourself in the mirror helps you build that connection to yourself. You're visually seeing yourself. You're hearing what you're saying as you're looking at yourself. And that, for me, my friends, is a whole different ball game, a different ballpark when it comes to healing. Oh my goodness, it's the best in my humble opinion. And then now to finalize this video, like I typically do, I always recommend you guys crystals to use when you are unblocking, as well as using your honing in and really utilizing and getting back more in tune with your chakras. So specifically for healing, I always recommend like because some people get really picky with their healing crystals and their healing path, which I totally understand and respect. So I always give you recommendations that I feel like are universal. But anything clear, white, quote unquote, and also anything black is what I really recommend for like healing and like clearing and banishing type of stuff. So clear quartz, selenite, satin spar, you know, Lemurian quartz, those are some clear quartz. And then I will also recommend for black quartz as well, for both banishing and protection as well. If you feel like you need that work, shungite, black onyx, tourmaline are great crystals to have. You know, obsidian, even pyrite are really great crystals. But yeah, those are the crystals that I really recommend. I recommend mostly if you're looking to cleanse, I recommend the clear quartz crystals. But if you're also looking to cleanse and to protect and banish because you feel like you need that work, then the black crystals that I mentioned. Sorry, I kind of drew a brain thing because I see my fur baby, she's eating her food, and it's just, I was like, what is that on her paw? But it's just the way the light reflected because she's black and white. But regardless, so jumping into crystals that I recommend to really hone in the abilities and to heal and to work with your throat chakra, we have lapis lazuli. First thing, before I get into them, even though I said the first one, anything blue. The throat chakra is really honing in with the color blue. Blue in all type of shades. Blue, blue, blue. Okay, so just to give you another rundown as well, as I mentioned, your crown chakra is up here. The crown chakra is typically associated with a deep dark purple, dark purples in general. Even some people like to say magentas. I personally use purple for my crown chakra. And then for my third eye chakras, where I also use purples, but I also use pink. I use pinks as well. So like, especially crystals for that, I would say, like as I mentioned in that video, would be like rose quartz, lavender rose quartz. But check that video for other recommendations. And then your throat chakra is associated with the color blue. Any type of blue, cerulean, like light blue, turquoise, whatever, it's just associated with the color blue. Your heart chakra, which is episode number 4, so stay tuned, is associated with the color green and pink, but mostly green. And then your solar plexus it's typically yellow and orange. It's just the way the aura kind of fans out, but typically orange and yellow. Your sacral chakra is also a deep orange color, so like a burnt orange. And then your root chakra is associated with the color red. So just keep that in mind. So all these crystals that I'm going to mention now are all blue crystals that you can use for your throat chakra. So lapis lazuli, blue calcite, sodalite, turquoise, chrysocolla, amazonite. So I have some here that I want to show you guys. I have here some bracelets. If you're interested in checking out my Moonies Metaphysical shop, where I have crystals, incense, anime crystals, crystal jewelry, a whole bunch of that stuff, I have it listed on my shop. I also have my shop where you can book personal readings if you want to book one with me. It's never demanded or expected, but it's always appreciated if you want to support my small business. Thank you guys so much. But I have here sodalite bracelets. These are truly so beautiful. They're a great communication stone. Sodalite is also ruled by the planet Mercury because it's associated with the sign Virgo. Then you have here Amazonite. I have Amazonite bracelets. Amazonite is also a self-soothing stone. It's also a stone that you can use for not only your throat chakra, but also with your heart chakra, where you want to speak. You want to speak up for yourself, but in a loving manner. You also want to defend your loved ones. You also want to speak more kindly to yourself and with others. It's a great healing, self-soothing stone, but also very firm in the energy of talk your ish and stand on it. Then you also have chrysocolla. Chrysocolla is a wonderful teaching stone. It helps you teach people and explain clearly and concisely. Then we also have turquoise. I have this little turquoise Tree of Life keychain available on the shop if you're interested. But turquoise is also very good to not only open up your throat chakra, but really help you connect with the divine and also your higher self. With turquoise, just please be in mind where you're also sourcing your turquoise from. I try to support as much as I can indigenous Navajo tribes with my turquoise, but just keep that in mind. And then here I have a little blue mushy calcite. Oh my god, it's so cute. But mushrooms are also good for not only resistance and growth and expansion, but also network and connectivity. So fun fact. But that is a blue calcite mushroom. But that concludes this video today, Moonies. I truly love you guys so very much. Thank you guys so much for being here. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. Thank you just so much for being a kind soul. Every like, comment, and share, every subscription, every bell notification just makes my day, you know, as a small content creator. So thank you guys for taking the time for watching this video with me. Thank you for subscribing. It will be so much if you're a new it will mean so much to me if you're a new Moonies member to subscribe and leave a comment down below, and also hit that thumb notification. Definitely follow me on Instagram at Moonies Metaphysical. That is my bread and butter. I'm also on TikTok, but I'm mostly on Instagram, mostly on YouTube. So without further ado, thank you guys so much for being here. I love you guys, and bye. Can't wait to see you on Sunday's video, which I am going to be wearing the same outfit because I'm recording this because I have so many plans this weekend. So Sunday's video is going to be pre-recorded and I'm going to have the same fit. So get over it. But I love you guys. Bye.